Well, now's the time to be thinking about growing some potatoes. So I built a raised bed just out of some scrap wood, 12 inches by 2 inches, and got some soil from Marsh Folly, which you can pick up from free of charge. And my wife is going to show you how to plant potatoes, and then we've got another vegetable patch where we're going to harvest them. Okay, so Kate.
Okay, so first thing you need are some potatoes that have gone bad. Usually organic potatoes or anything that's grown here. If you get a big bag of commercial potatoes from Idaho or something, they might have been sprayed with something, so this won't happen. So you want to find some of these. They go bad and little plants spring out of those eyes, right? They looked like that before. You can just put them in a dark corner of the house and they'll do that. Then you just cut them up into pieces. You only want one little plant part. That'll make a whole potato plant. So like out of this one, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4 different potato plants. 5. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so then you want to have a pretty shallow bed. If you already have a garden full of soil, you just want to dig some trenches, but since we are adding the soil from scratch here, we can just start with a low layer and just put them in like this. Obviously you want the plant growing up.
And you're giving them plenty of space.
Plenty of space. They're going to get nice and big and bushy. And then you'll get a ring of potatoes growing around them.
Okay, and this area is facing south, so the sun's behind us, but it should get some sun most of the morning, most of the middle part of the day, and probably not too much in the evenings. So we've got 3 times 4, so 12 potato plants.
Good. And then I'm just going to cover them . And as they grow, I'll add more soil. So you'll see the plant just sort of pop up through the soil. And you can just keep adding more soil. If you've dug trenches, you can just push it from the sides.
Okay, and this soil is about 2 to 3 inches deep.
There you go. I just give it some water. And you'll be very happy.
Okay, and let's go and look at some that are ready to harvest.
Yeah, okay, so here we have some already growing potato plants. These over here are a bit older, and these are a little younger. They're all getting munched by caterpillars and snails, and that's okay. They're hungry too. So the potato plants will get nice and bushy. You can see I've been adding soil around them, and then they'll get more shoots and make more potatoes. But once they flower, you can dig around and you can get some new potatoes like that I dug out Just scratching around the surface. In fact, see if we, oh, there's one. There's another one. Oh, two more. See if there are any more. Got a rock. Oh, there's one. Yeah, you just pull those out. They come off. They're just held on by a little bit of root. They come off pretty easily. And then you can see this one is shriveling up and dying. That's when they're completely brown and just shriveled over, they're ready for harvest. And that's when you just dig everything up and get all the potatoes out from underneath. And if you've been adding soil, if you planted it deep and added lots of soil as it grew, you should have a whole big thing of potatoes in there.
Okay. And what else have we got growing there?
We've got some basil. The snails also love basil. We've got peas. These are starting to grow, flower. We've got beans. The beans are just starting to flower. So probably in a few days we'll see some little beans coming out. And then we've got onions, red onions and green onions. And I planted a geranium here. Some marigolds there. Just you want to have some flowers so the bees can come and be happy.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.